Welcome back to Bishop's Breakdown. We got a loaded show today. We're going to talk WWE's latest title changes, CM Punk's championship win, the NBA's new free throw rule, and of course the latest on LeBron James and where he's going to take his talents next. And the FIFA World Cup is down to 8 teams. So that and more on episode 36. Let's break it down. Hey everyone, it's Bishop. I got something special for you today. On the next bonus episode, I'm breaking down the top 4 teams in college basketball, giving you my insider's take and predictions you won't hear anywhere else. Plus, I'll dive into Vince Russo and John Cena's AEW talk and why he's crazy. No fluff, just straight analysis. This episode is exclusive to my Patreon supporters. For just a few bucks a month, you got bonus episodes like this, exclusive merch, and even a chance to ask me questions directly on a live Q&A session. So if you want in, join the crew now. The link will be in the description, and I'd love to have you on board and make sure you never miss the inside scoop. So break that down. We're back from the break, so let's talk WWE. Let's talk SmackDown. Cody Rhodes, #1 contender match against Jey Uso. Cody Rhodes advanced. Obviously. Why wouldn't he? So he facing Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. We're going to get to that in a minute. But did WWE make the right decision? Is Cody back on track to get another title shot? But this was a tape show, so it always feels flat. Very few surprises, not much storyline progression, not enough energy because the crowd was there for 3 hours for Raw, and then they expect them to have the same intensity on SmackDown when they tape the show for the 3rd, the day before 4th of July. I don't understand. I know why they did it, but it just feels like they need to figure out how to make these shows more exciting for the people in attendance and for people like me watching it on TV. Like that's one of those things that they need to figure out because these tape shows are just terrible. I try to stay away from spoilers so I can watch it like it's live, but when you're watching it, it's just boring. And you're struggling to stay awake through boring. And like I said, hopefully now it's going to be back to 2 hours and I'm going to get to the new champion, but let's move on to Monday Night Raw. So not only did we have a new World Heavyweight Champion, but the Vision recaptured the Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits. All thanks to a newly turned heel, Maxxine Dupri. Hooray. Let's get out the fireworks. Let's party hats, and because that's going to make Vision... Like I was hoping that Braun Breaker was going to get far as you know what away from the Vision and do his own thing. And Paul Heyman does his thing with Brock, and when Brock leaves, Paul Heyman just goes in the back. Because what's the Vision accomplished for any of the people in the Vision? Braun Breaker seems neutered at this point. Bronson Reed's hurt. Logan Paul is still Logan Paul, but he didn't need the Vision, and nothing. He just kind of there. He just in the background there because he's hurt, but even when he wasn't hurt, he was just kind of there. And Austin Theory, I mean, I'm glad they paid off what he was doing with Maxxine Dupri in the backstage areas, and they just kept seeing him and her talking and blah, 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 but, her jumping in his arms and I mean, sure. I mean, I guess I'm guaranteed they're going to have a match between Braun Breaker and Austin Theory versus Alpha Academy, and they're going to kill them. And Otis and Tozawa are going to look like losers like they've been doing for forever. And maybe that's how Chad Gable gets him back with their graces because he comes back and helps them fend off the Vision. But I want him. I don't want him part of this either. I want him to win that gauntlet match that's happening on Monday Night Raw this week or next week, and to go on to SummerSlam in his home state and take the Intercontinental Championship from Penta, because after all his work he did with the mask on as El Grande Americano, he definitely more than ever deserves to be a singles champion, and IC title will look real dang good on Chad Gable's waist. I said it. I mean it. And that's what it is going to do, because Chad Gable's that dude. But yeah, so let's get to the elephant in the room. CM Punk, the same guy who said part-timers need to go away, stay away, especially when he was dealing with The Rock, he was dealing with Roman, and lo and behold, but I mean, why are people surprised? He literally said it on the night after WrestleMania. He looked Cody right in the face and said, sometimes championship opportunities just fall from the sky. And it fell out of the sky because Cody Rhodes got jumped in the back by Gunther. For what reason? I'm looking at the whole thing, and Sammy's sitting there with the title, and Gunther's mad at Cody, but Cody lost too. So shouldn't they be both mad at Sammy, who was just sitting there not getting beat up, but Cody was getting beat up for just being too existing? He won the number one contenders match. Why didn't Gunther jump him then and attack him there? Or what? Makes no sense. I know why they did it. Take Cody out of the equation, enter CM Punk, have him beat Sammy, and now Cody doesn't have to pin Sammy or Sammy beat Cody again, because like they've been saying on TV, because when they say it on TV, that's what they're going to do, the Golden Boy. And SummerSlam's going to be CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. Honestly, it should be a triple threat, because if Cody gets a rematch because he lost fair and square, Sami Zayn should get a title shot. He held the title for 9 days. Couldn't even give a man 2 weeks. Could only give him 9 days. But like I already said, CM Punk in Chicago is champion once again. Is this the right move? Probably. Because I know they want to stack this SummerSlam show. Ticket sales aren't as great as they hoping for. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, big time match. But Sammy needs to be part of that match somehow, some way. But not a guest referee. He should be in the match. Because if not, he's going to miss SummerSlam entirely. Imagine that. He had the WWE Championship, and he might not even be on the card. Because at this point, what are they going to do? A planking match between him and Gargano? They're going to lay there and see who can not move? Like, what else can they do? But here's a question for the audience, for y'all listening right now. How long should CM Punk have this title for? 6 months? Should he lose it at SummerSlam to Cody? I don't want that. I think Cody's better off chasing for a while than getting it back, because if this is how the outline of events went, he loses that in Saudi. He loses his title shot. CM Punk wins the title, and then Cody wins it again. Why even have Sammy win it? Just should have had Cody retain and have CM Punk show up and say, "Me, you, SummerSlam, boom." But if you're gonna hot shot it back to Cody, you shouldn't even gave it to Sammy in the first place. It makes no sense. So I'd rather him chase it for a while. Maybe not until Mania. Maybe he's chasing and doing other things, and because he doesn't have to he be in the title picture every single month, every single week. He doesn't have to have the title. We already did that with Roman. We don't want to do it with anybody else. So let's have CM Punk do his own thing with somebody else for a while, and Cody does stuff with his other people. Maybe he and Gunther can beef or him and Sammy can beef or whatever, something. Think of something. Don't just give it back to Cody. And now, like, pretty soon you're going to blink and he's going to be a 14-time champion in a matter of 3 years. So I'm hoping CM Punk holds until Mania, maybe the Rumble. That seems more plausible than having him have it that long. I mean, it all depends on who wins the Money in the Bank. Maybe they're cashing on CM Punk, but I don't see him. I don't see a reason why you need to take his title off of him at SummerSlam. So whoever's his opponent be, whether it's a singles match against Cody or a triple threat match inserting Sami Zayn, I feel in my personal preference, CM Punk should keep the title. I don't see anything else. And besides Cody Rhodes, who else is there to challenge him? Are they going to have Seth Rollins lose to Roman and then go back to his hatred for CM Punk and go after that title? Sure, but that would mean he would have to go to SmackDown. Now you're gutting out Raw, and now Raw's got nobody. Now Roman just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, and they're going to have to make up challengers like they did during his 4 years reigns of terror. You know, and Gunther, he cooled off a lot, so I'm just saying, looking at how they want to do on SummerSlam, how they want to sell tickets, how they want to do these things at Minneapolis, Minnesota, in SummerSlam, 2 nights, is CM Punk the right champion? I think, who else? You're not going to give it back to Cody right now. So who else is a better champion right now that should be WWE Champion out of the people available? You can't just say The Rock come back and win the championship. So let me know in the comments who you think should be WWE Champion right now if it's not CM Punk. Or you can just say CM Punk. So likes, comments, let me know. And, you know, CM Punk is doing that thing. So we're going to take another break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk NBA free throw rule. We're going to talk about LeBron James. We're going to talk World Cup. So remember that, and let's come back better than ever. This episode is brought to you by W Energy, the clean energy drink mix built for gamers, creators, and grinders like us. No jitters, no crash, no artificial dyes, just smooth, long-lasting focus whenever I'm breaking down WWE storylines, debating NBA, or just recording late at night. It's zero sugars, packed with vitamins and nutrients, and it actually keeps you locked in without the shaky feeling. Head to w.gg and use code Bishop's Breakdown at checkout and save 10%. So level up your energy, and let's get back to the breakdown. And thanks for supporting the show. We're back. So let's talk the new NBA free throw rules. I posted a video a couple days ago letting you know what the changes are. They're getting rid of, if you get fouled for a 2-point shot, you miss it, you get 2 free throws. They're not doing that no more. You don't get 3 free throws, you get 1. And based on how you got fouled, that's what the free throw is. So if you make it and you got fouled doing a 3-point shot and you make that 1 free throw, it's worth 3 points. If you miss it, you get nothing. They claim they're doing it to speed up the game, to be less downtime, more action. But I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be unattended consequences to it. I think teams are going to find out how to abuse this system, and that could change the game. I mean, imagine being down by 3, and now they're just chucking up 3 so they can get fouled, because all they got to do is make 1 free throw, and now they're either tied or they could be winning. Say they're down by 2, and they chucking up 3s, and they do the James Harden, and they come down and boom, fouled, knowing dang well that he's not even making that shot. But now he's fouled, they down by 2, he makes 1 free throw, game over. Like, that could be bad, especially like in a playoff situation. Say it's game 7, tie it up. They drive, they chuck a shot up. They only got to make one free throw. Say they're down by one. And they make, could be back in the day, which is now is going to be back in the day. You make one free throw, you got another one. Now you got that pressure. Especially if you're down by one, you make that one, it's tied up. If you miss it, y'all go to overtime. If you make it, you win the game for your teammates. Now you just got to make one free throw. I know they're testing it right now in the NBA Summer League. I haven't had a chance to check out any of the games, but tune back to my channels, and you'll see my thoughts on that, because I want to see with my own eyeballs and see how it changes the flow of the game. Because as of right now, it could be really bad, a really bad thing for the NBA. And I could see teams abusing this and making weird decisions because they know if they chuck up a random three and get fouled and miss the shot, they only need to shoot one free throw and they got 3 points. It puts less pressure on a coach to figure out how to come back from down by 3. Because now you just need to get in a situation to get fouled during the shot. Not necessarily, we got to go for 3 and make it. Like in the game circumstances, say there's like a minute left of the game, they're down by 4. They chuck up a 3, they get fouled, they shoot one free throw, they foul the other person, they shoot their free throws. Now a 3 will tie it. It changes the perspective of a game. And imagine if the title's on the line. Imagine if the NBA championship is on the line and a team been fighting all series long and lose by a free throw. Single free throw that's worth 3 points or 2 points or whatever it may be. They need to be guaranteed that this is working and not unfair to either opponents. Because if it's unfair at any point, at any reason, at any stretch of the season, especially the postseason, especially during the playoffs, then things will be terrible. And we will give champions that might not deserve it because they wiggle their way in by the sheer of their teeth because of this new free throw rule. But I'm all about wait and see how they do it. It's not guaranteed that they're going to put in the regular season. It's just something they're testing. But I know how the NBA is. And once they set their mind on something, if it works a little bit in the summer league, don't be surprised you see it in the league. Maybe they'll just do it for the regular season and not the playoffs. But if they put in a regular season, it's going to be a playoff thing. Maybe they'll only put it during the NBA Cup. But either way, don't be surprised if you see it next year, 1 free throws. Because if they thought it was a terrible idea, they wouldn't even be trying it. So, do y'all think it's a good idea? Do y'all think it's a bad rule? Shout out, break it down with yourselves in the comments right below. So, LeBron James, watch. I mean, that's what he does. Decision pot do. Right now, his favorite teams that are putting all the stops, starting from the top. You got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Clearly, that's where he started his career at. He brought a title after he went to Miami. He came back, brought a title. I mean, it's homecoming. Start your career, end your career in the same spot. And they're clearly a championship caliber roster. They still got Donovan Mitchell. I don't know about James Harden, but they were hiccups away from being in the position that the Knicks were in. Maybe the only thing they needed was a LeBron James. The next team, the 76ers. They got rid of dead weight and Paul George. They got Joel Embiid. They got Tyrese Maxey. Now they got Jaylen Brown. Tyrese Maxey has the exact same agent as LeBron James. You put LeBron James in there, that's a win now opportunity. He fits perfectly with the roster they have right now. Edgecombe, like that core is real nice. So I could see him going there too. And the last but not least, going back to Miami. He went there before, because remember, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. It's a reunion with Coach. You know, he loves the Heat culture. Pat Riley and them. They just got this one guy. I think you heard of him, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Maybe his final ring is with the Miami Heat, hooking up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo. So my prediction is he's going home. He's going to Cleveland. You know, like I get it. He could go to Sixers, but honestly, if he goes to the Cavs and wins a title there, I think it means a lot more than if he goes to the Heat or goes to the Sixers. For his legacy, for what he wants to do, I think LeBron James, ending his career, giving another title to his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, means a lot more to him and to his legacy than finding another super team and hoping for the best. Because nothing's guaranteed. Just because it looks good on paper don't mean that he's guaranteed going to win a title if he goes to another team besides Cleveland. That's the reality of things, and that's my reality. So moving on to the World Cup, let's talk Team USA. We all know they got eliminated by Belgium. They simply didn't play like they wanted to win the game. They did things uncharacteristic of how they were playing the entire tournament. Like, they just was happy to be there, and they just let it slide. And Belgium, you know, they took advantage, and it was terrible. Like, they didn't create shots. They didn't finish chances. They gave up dumb turnovers in spots that they shouldn't have. Goalkeeper were making mistakes that he hasn't made all cup tournament long. So I thought it was a whole new team, but they will improve. They got 4 years to make this team tight and ready, but this was a big chance to win on your home soil, to go farther than you ever have in team history. They have never gone beyond the round of 16, and they just let it slip away. And now they have to wait 4 more years, and hopefully they can proceed and, you know, give it their all and move past for once in their team history to go to the round of 8 or the semis or the finals. Like, gotta make steps. But like I said, this was a good year. This was a perfect opportunity, the way they were playing, the way the crowd was behind them in their home stadiums, the Seattle's and LA and all that, New York. So it was disappointing, but off to a winner. Kylian Mbappe of France. This guy is incredible. Like, he's one of the best players in the world, hands down. He's young. He dominates on the biggest stage all the time. Like, Team France looks every bit of a World Cup champion. If they move on to the finals, that's 3 straight World Cups that they've been involved in the finals. The first one, they won. Second one, they lost on PKs to Argentina. And now there could be a third one. And Mbappe has played 20 games, and he scored 20 goals total in the World Cup. So I feel this tournament has lived up to his expectations. Like, this has been exciting from knockout round all the way to right now. Every game has been something special. Even the games that are slow and no goals are getting scored, you know, but all it takes is a penalty kicks, and that's what it took for Switzerland. So, like, this tournament has been good. And my biggest surprise so far, I mean, I know they lost today, but it was Morocco. Like, I know they're obviously they're a really good team, but for me personally, being a noob that I am, that was the biggest surprise for me. Biggest disappointment is definitely the United States. I had high hopes that they were going to at least get to the final 8, but I guess we got next World Cup. We got 4 more years. So France has already advanced. You got 3 more games. And my remaining picks for the final 4 is Norway, take care of business against England. Argentina takes care of their business against Switzerland. And then Spain do their thing too. So I that's where I'm at. And I'm, like I said, my favorites are still Argentina and France to be in the finals. And I'm giving the edge to France. That's my my pick right there, because Mbappe just that guy. So France, Argentina, that's where we're going. They're the 2 strongest teams in the tournament that's left right now. You got Messi, you got Mbappe, you got the fight for the Golden Boot. That's why they play the game. That's where we are with this, and that's where they are with that. So we only got a few more weeks, and World Cup is over. So enjoy while it's still here, because you won't see another competitive things like this in the world of football or soccer until 4 more years of the men's side of things. In 2 more years, we got the women's side of things. So we're gonna hopefully Team USA, the women will show the men how it's done. But that's episode 36, Bishop's Breakdown. Hope you enjoyed today's show. So make sure you let me know, subscribe, leave comments with your thoughts, how I do, what you think. You think I'm dumb? Do you think I'm crazy? Or do you think I'm smart? Was CM Punk the right choice as a champion? Is that new free throw rule a great idea, or is it terrible? And who's winning the World Cup? Let me know in the comments. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? So don't forget to follow Bishop's Breakdown on YouTube, on X, TikTok, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcast, because I'm there. I'm all over the place. But until next time, like a great man once said, deuces, ooses, and I'm out.